Hi traders, today is Wednesday the 27th of December. Sam will cover a few scenarios with Bitcoin and explain why he is short-term expecting more lows. This will include not only scenarios with Bitcoin but also other indicators such as Bitcoin dominance and Tether dominance charts. We can at the end look at the total 3 market cap and the total market cap for crypto as well, just to tie it up all together. So now Sam will start off with Bitcoin dominance.
What we have here, Bitcoin dominance, it's been a while and we expected a bit of a rejection and a topping off structure, and it's taking place. So it's my thoughts that now we've broken out this channel, and let's just do this pitchfork channel. We can use a pitchfork as well along the other direction. So we can use that pitchfork, and you can see again relatively it could be support. Now if we can see a bullish candle coming here, it's basically matching the previous bottom. So you'll think of a Wyckoff distribution structure. So we can see that this level is pretty much the base, and once we break that, we're down. Now we can also look at this as a head and shoulders. We can see that as a left shoulder, that is a head, and we're expecting a right shoulder of some sort to come along, which makes sense. And why this level? Well, we're looking at the formation, and it does make sense from the formation perspective. So we can have off season, but it's not going to be an easy ride. Now, looking at that, if we look at the bigger picture, it's a difficult stage. You can see this level has a lot of previous support, and so it's likely to come back down. And it's my thinking is it's going to be complicated. It will come back down to this neckline and then probably bounce up again and then continue on until we hit here, and that's when the real off season starts. The other aspect is this could be another head and shoulders, and then we just come back down, and that's our off season. See our golden ratio, pretty much 1.618. Can we justify this? This here was the shakeout area, and then we broke up. So I do expect it to come down furthermore. And that wedge was pretty much done. All right, now look at the tether. From a tether perspective, if we look on the daily, I had my eyes on this. Tether dominance looks like a reversal here with the indicator. If it breaks, it's turning on the daily. So, and this is previous support, Wyckoff distribution. So I still feel that this could come back up. If we get that breakout from the indicator, then we're likely to continue up, and therefore we create this rising wedge of some sort or bear flag, and then continue back down again. We have the CME gap here, and we've got a lot of liquidity down here as our point of control is here, macro. Once we lose this point of control, I think we're going to go further down. We've swiped it, and we could probably keep going down. Now here's the scenarios that I want to talk about. We found support with this trend line, and so when we lose that trend line, we've got one scenario, which is a head and shoulders, but it's a complex one. Initially, it will be this target, that range measured down. So that is our target. However, with the bigger structure, we can look at it from maybe from the wick to this base, and from the point of breakout, we have this target. So we've got initially that target, which hits the CME gap. Now we see some patterns like this. The other pattern that I'm looking at is pretty much the double top. Let's bring this chart along. Let's just use this for a sec. So I prepared it. We've got a few key levels on this. From a moving average perspective, got the 50, the 21. That's the 200 moving average on the 4 hour, has historical relevance. Then we've got the 50 daily EMA, and then we've got these 21 dailies. So the 21 dailies are now compromised. So that means we're going to go down a bit more. potentially to the 50. Now, the 50's got the CME gap. Let's look at the scenarios of harmonics. That's a harmonic. That's a bad harmonic. It's got two targets, one there and one there. Now they match. For us to do this, this one is 38,988, 39,300. Okay. The other one, 37,658, 37,500. So you can see how the harmonics match this strategy as well, just by measured moves. We've got the butterfly harmonic, and that's that. I don't think this is going to take place yet at all. Not yet anyway. So that was our harmonic. It could still go up from here. That is a bullish perspective. So if I just see we're looking to go low, much more lower. This scenario is more relevant, more realistic for me. Here we have the height. So if we look at the height of this, there's 2 points. One's at the wick, the body, the other one's further. And you can see using this double complex head and shot double top, we have the similar targets. Well, the second one is anyway. By the way, Matic is broken out, and I would go along with Matic if you got the time. So when we look at that, the 50 moving average could be interesting. So what we're looking for is a point of liquidity. So we've taken out this liquidity, and it could go reversal to the top. So we might just come down a bit more, retest that. If we retest it with another, let's go on to 1 hour. If we get this type of response again, then we're going to get a grind like this. So I'm expecting this to come down again, retest it, and then potentially go a bit higher. So the liquidity is taken. I expect this level to be support. Go a bit higher. This is where we're going to get a rejection, or we just use a Fibonacci, and then further down. That gives us a bit of the triangle distribution, like I said, and that is going to be bearish all the way through. So, however, you can also see the bullish perspective. The issue I have with this is we've got 1 touch, 2 touches, 3 touches. Here we didn't break it. That's a strong rejection. So I just don't see this happening. It can be a fake out, but I don't see that happening. The harmonic makes sense, point of control. So I would like to see this break, come down, take this out, and then look for that retest, back test, and then we go up. And then this will be a strong move. There is a slight other possibility that we come down further, which I doubt that's going to happen. Take this point of control out, and then up. A fractal, that makes sense. Historically, this area here. So if we were to clear that out and look at our moving averages, guys. If you see the moving averages here, there's our 200 moving average on the 4 hour. So we can see that took place. Here, this is a stronger pullback, 30-40% at a key level. And if we were to add more moving averages, I'm sure it will hit one of those ones. So the 4 hour is equivalent to that. When we look at these moving averages in line, we've got the 4 hour 200 moving average along with the 21, then the 50, and then the 100, and so on. You can see that in many cases, one of those moving averages become the support level. And if you look at the previous fractal, it was the 20 moving average, and we still haven't hit that yet. So it wouldn't surprise me that we will get that as support. Here we have the 8 hour, which signifies a good alignment with the top resistance. And if we were to look at the bottom, we are currently at a key level of support. If we see a turnaround here, then we have this formation taking place. So what price can do is come back up, and then that could be a move to the upside or move to the downside. So for that to happen, we obviously need to pass a particular level, and that might mean equate to that level there, or we break that level there. Now, like I said, there could be a fake out, and the fake out just does that, and we break these levels. So that breakout, that fake out could equate to that, and then move on. Otherwise, we can probably see a double before, and then we see a bullish divergence take place. That's when we can probably decipher when to go for long. Right now, that is a good sign that we're going to have more to the upside. We've got 1 hour, and these candlesticks pretty much show that there's a bullishness there, ready to buy, and that's a natural point of control based on a few things that we do. And the liquidity, like I said in the past, has been taken out. There's a lot of liquidity for the longs that have been taken out. Now it might just go back up and then target the liquidity above. This is going to range, and let's look at the previous chart, that the fractal that we're talking about. Very similar to this. And you can see the bottom matching. Not exactly matching, but we can see that if that bullish formation takes place, breaks the moving average and breaks these daily 21 moving averages. So if we see price come down and then break the moving averages, regain the 21 daily moving averages, like here. So what we're seeing here at this point is the last 21 moving average, which is probably the EMA. And if price regains the 21 moving averages, it's going to do that. So at the moment, we want to see this come, get a rejection. It will likely find this as support and then go to the upside. That is evident from this one here, where my arrow shows. And if you look at the wave trend indicator, you can see similarly, we had this resistance point there on the 8-hour. That is our bullish indicator. We've broken that trend line. We've broken the RSI trend line resistance, also the moving average on the RSI, the wave trend, as well as you can see these to the upside above 50%. That is all bullish. That's where we go along. So what we've experienced here in the past is a flat level. We had experienced something similar to this, where price drops, and then we get this double bottom and then back up. Can we do that? Can we do that as well? Similarly, we had that price coming down to there. We found our golden ratio as support. From there to there, it is our golden ratio as well. We find that if we break above it, and then go sideways, we are a lot likely to break up to the upside. That is our measured move. From there to there, actually let's do that. Our measured move, you know what? It hits our 48K. And then we are potentially, again, play that scenario again. We might just keep going. So reversal. All right, I'm going to leave that at that.
Peace off. There you have it. Please give Sam a like, share, and subscribe to his channel to support him for doing more of these posts. Peace off. Peace off. Peace off.
Peace, thoughts.